Goods ain't do it. Shine ain't do it. Verb ain't do it. PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy, 3-Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram in the description where to follow your boy at. Please hit the like button. Please, I appreciate that also. If you want to leave a small donation, you can at $PSAhiphop on Cash App. Y'all see the title of this particular blog. Talk about it, man. Let me say this from the door. I got to put a disclaimer out there like when Stephen A. Smith talks about LeBron James, Jay-Z, Jigga Man, S. Carter, Sean Corey Carter, Young Vito, voice of the young people. That guy is my favorite rapper of all time. He's up there for me. When Reasonable Doubt dropped in 96, yes, we know Reasonable Doubt should have went triple. It went platinum. We know. I had Knowledge of Self in 96. I knew Rakim, KRS, Kane, G-Rap, EPMD, Light, Special Ed, the whole crew in the 80s, Fat Boys, LL, Run DMC, UTFO, Houdini, MC Brain, Salt Pepper, Finesse and Sequence, Latifah, Moni Love, NWA, Too Short, E40, Two Live Crew. Let me throw this out here. Jigga Man has held me down for how many summers? I don't know if this particular verse is going to hold me down this summer, respectfully. So, message to the B-Dots of the world, not the battle rapper. Punch from TDE, Rob Markman, Khaled, Fat Joe, Young Guru. Shout out to Young Guru. He's out here giving us Jay-Z tutorials about verses, so now all you Negroes think you smart. Slow down. Slow down in my brand Nubian's voice. Slow down. Okay? It's funny, though, because I've been labeled the guy who wears the Jay-Z pom-poms, wearing my Hove uniforms for all these years. 6 years, me and my brother Watson, love you like cook food, Watts. 6 years, me and my brother argue, screaming matches about Jay. And I'm only throwing a disclaimer because there's going to be new people that's listening to this. And they might be like, well, who is this guy talking about Jay? What do you know about Jay? Is he a real Jay-Z fan? I'm a fan, not a stan. I can admit my favorite rapper might not have brought it that day, or the verse, or the album. When the Magna Carta dropped, that was not it for me. Okay? And when this verse was being spoken about, and it's gonna be the hottest verse that we heard this year, I was leery about that. And let me explain why I wasn't fully jacking that. I felt the last couple verses I heard from Jay, the Jay-Z, Jay Electronica project, it's not my favorite project. I don't think Hov was spitting no whack verses on there, not at all. But overall, it ain't the greatest thing to me. Jay-Z's my GOAT. Does Jay-Z gotta prove something to me in 2022? No. His body of work has spoke to my heart and soul for years. If Redman drops a dud of an album, I'm not gonna kill Reggie Noble. Redman gave me What the Album, There's a Dark Side, Muddy Waters, and 2 Blackout albums. I can't kill that brother. How many albums Jay gave me? But what I don't like is when these people who are in the industry, who are close to people and got connections and relationships, nobody's asking you to hate, but can y'all slow down with the extra oomph and juice and stuff that you talk about? How was I going to believe that Jay-Z was about to wow me with a crazy verse this year? Because I didn't like some of the verses I heard throughout the last couple of years. I didn't even like him and Khaled collaborations. God did. Y'all did, but 3 didn't. Three didn't. DJ Khaled's God Did song. I like this slogan because, everybody was going, what was Fat Joe doing last year? What was the little thing he was running with? The price went up. The price went up. Everybody hip hop ran with that. So now we're running with God Did right now. That's what we're running with right now. It seems like everyone is running with the God Did. Oh, listen, all I'm hearing about Jay-Z's verse and Jay-Z's, they want to throw other stuff in there. Oh, Jay-Z, he's rapping better than 99% of the rappers, 3. That's not true, number one. That's not true. And I love Ho, but that's not true, bruh. The way this was presented to the masses is that this was going to be some groundbreaking verse. Some groundbreaking verse. I don't think it was groundbreaking. I'm sorry. I like the beginning of the song with Khaled. He's talking about, probably talking about dudes like me now, right? Why are you hating and being jealous? You could be over here embracing the love, more blessings, more like God did. And listen, I understand Khaled acts like he is the godfather of grabbing rappers and doing collaborations, even though Kid Capri and the late great R.I.P. DJ K Slay was doing that early. In my freeway voice, early. He was doing that, right? So, listen, am I gonna knock the title of a song called God Did? Anything with God's name on it, you can't really go too crazy on there, right? Ross sets it off. To me, Rick Ross' verse was aight. The best part of Ross's verse, in my opinion, is when he goes, please forgive me, God did. Like when he emphasizes that, I thought that was the best part of his verse. His verse was not that crazy to me. Did he even spit a full 16? It was aight. I don't think Ross' verse was crazy. And I understand when you get a Ross, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z collaboration, to the masses, everyone's gonna go crazy. And I had some people say, oh, you just mad 3 because, you said you don't like it now because going into the song, you said you was leery about it. Yeah, that doesn't mean I can't keep it real if I was leery about a song and then it comes out and it's fire. Like, stop it. Please don't insult my intelligence. The stuff some of y'all be saying on social media pertaining to hip-hop, it's almost like insulting my intelligence when you say certain things to me. You know what I mean? Like, Ross talks about, people praying that he crashes, because every song's about, God did, and, asking God for forgiveness and talking about their sins and everything and stuff they did outside. So I get it. He throws a dope boy line. Ross gonna throw a dope boy line in his verse, with the trademark slogan, Maybach music, Even though, to be fair, Ross, you have been throwing mid verses for the last couple years, bro. Your feature's been mid. You've been giving rappers mid verses. The last verse you probably gave to a rapper that I thought was probably dope was the piano joint on Pusha T's project. You know what I mean? And I don't think Ross' verse is that crazy at all. Then I saw the clip with Khaled talking to Diddy and Fat Joe, talking about the Ross Wayne Jay-Z song. My thing is this, bro, can we even trust with anything that Diddy says pertaining when it comes to hip-hop? This is the same brother who said Rick Ross reminds him of Biggie. No, that was nasty when you said that, Puff. What? Are you kidding me? And to be honest, this verse, everyone's talking about who had the better verse, Wayne or Jay-Z. You have some people I'm seeing out there saying, well, Jay-Z's verse obviously was longer compared to Wayne and Ross. And you might have some Southern brothers out there being like, yo, what's going on, Khaled? Why you letting Jay? Because it feel like this is almost equivalent to the Kendrick Lamar verse on Control. That was not his song. Was that not a Big Sean song featuring Jay Electronica and Kendrick? But Kendrick stole the show, even though it's a Khaled song. But Jay-Z obviously is he's being the one being talked about. Everyone's talking about his verse. Khaled wasn't going that crazy for a Ross verse. If I'm Ross, do I feel the way that you was bigging up Jay verse? Like you wasn't bigging up my verse. Wayne, you wasn't going crazy about Wayne's verse. You was highlighting Jay's verse. About this one of the greatest Jay-Z verses of all time in a playlist. Bruh. Khaled, with all due respect, ain't nothing that you, Fat Joe, and Rick Ross can tell me about Jay-Z, bruh. I would look y'all in y'all eye, and on some killer cam, I would tell y'all dudes, part of my back. Real talk, y'all part of my back when it comes to some Jay-Z talk. You dig what I'm saying? The beat sounds like a beat that Ross would rap off. And Ross would have a song featuring Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. In my opinion, it's how the beat sounds. You know what I'm saying? Then you got John Legend, of course, on the vocals and stuff. I thought Wayne's verse was solid, minus the auto-tune. I just don't want to hear Wayne on auto-tune, man. He's not auto-tuning on Papoose' verse he did last year. He's not auto-tuning like that on the AZ song or Conway, the Ritual song. I thought Wayne last year was murdering features. Wayne last year was murdering features, but they wasn't heavy auto-tune. I just don't want to hear Weezy auto-tuning. You know what I mean? But if we're talking about him rapping and the stuff he was saying, Wayne was on point. It's just that Wayne's verse was kind of short and they cut him off. It's almost like battle rap. Time. He got caught off in the middle of his verse. What Wayne said, I know only God can judge us. I say that for Britney. They smell blood like the sharks. They start acting fishy. Of course, Britney, you know, homegirl got locked up in Russia and everything like that. When he said, please don't hate me just to hate me. Before they overrate me, they gonna underestimate me. Funeral, they wake me, bury me, and excavate me. Like he was wilding on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm so cultivating. Everybody replicate me. Nigga, face facts, dread looks, face tats. I'm the apex. I made the culture. What up to? Yo, I like the fact that Wayne was letting the world know that, yo, dogs, there's a lot of mini-me's walking around these streets, bruh. There's a lot of mini-me's walking around these streets. And one thing I will always salute Lil Wayne on, bruh, I salute dudes that had long runs in hip-hop. Lil Wayne had a long run, and when I say long run, I'm not even talking about the Hot Boy era. I'm talking about when he went solo, about the Carter 2, Carter 3. Like in that era, what's that? We're talking really from 07 maybe? Maybe before, maybe cheat some years out part himself. But 08 to 2012, around just 4 years on being 4 or 5 years being top dog. I'm not saying he's not that dude anymore. I'm talking about top dog. Where Wayne touched, everything was gold. You dig what I'm saying? I like that. Please don't hate me just to hate me. Before they overrate me, they gonna underestimate me. Funeral, they wake me, bury me, and excavate me. But I'm so cultivated, everybody replicate me. Nigga, face facts, dread looks, face tats. I'm the apex. I made the culture. Like, what? But it just feel like his verse didn't finish clean to me. You know what I mean? And Jay-Z's verse was wild. It was real long. I don't know if some of y'all remember this song, Beast from the East, when it was the Lost Boys, A+, Redman. Was Common on there? Got a brain fart right now. But Cannabis verse was wild long. It was wild long. But the thing about Cannabis verse, respectfully to Jay's verse, If I'm not making this, the Jazz face, that face, before Jazz, you had that face. Who's doing that face? You feel me? So it's like, I was making more the Jazz face of the Cannabis verse compared to Ho's verse. I thought Jay's verse was aight. And that's not issue on Jay at all. I don't think it's whack at all. Relax. But I just feel like I'm looking at people on social media. Are y'all just happy to hear Jay rap? Are y'all just happy to hear Jay rap this long? Because some of the verses prior just been aight. So now we got one we can hold on to. So we're going to embrace this verse so much, hug it tight and hold it. And Young Guru giving us a tutorial or anything. Jay verse was solid. It wasn't whack at all to me, like I said. Did I like his verse on Meek's album more? The Free song? I did. I like Jay's verse on Free more than this, bruh. You know? And I like the format where how Wayne Ross and Jay-Z broke down what God did and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And then Ho's verse, please, Lord, forgive me for what the stove did. Nobody touched the bill to Hove did. How many billionaires can come from Hove crib? I count 3, me, Ye, and Ree. Brawler Rock Boy, so 4 technically. I like that. I like that. Now, that's dope to me, but when I heard that, was I going, It's how I like it. And Jay went into his plug talk that he's been doing for years, right? Some of y'all be acting like when Hove decides to bring out the digi scale or the weed bags and cocaine, the champagne talk. Oh my God. I've been listening to Jay for how many years? So to me, it's like, if I'm gonna go crazy over that, what the hell? I'm still going crazy over Ish on Reasonable Doubt. Or Volume 1. Or unreleased Jay-Z verses. So when you're telling me this is gonna be up there in a playlist of Jay verses, fam, this ain't even a top 50 Jay verses of all time. Every verse on Reasonable Doubt is washing this. Every verse on Volume 1 is washing this. Every verse on the Blueprint is washing this. His verse on Young G's with Puff and Big is washing this. What we talking about? His verse, how many songs he got with Beans is washing this. So to me, it's like, dog, I like it, yeah, but can we have some whole perspective? Can we have a little bit of whole perspective here, y'all? And JF53, he's still dope, don't get it twisted. But I'm not gonna go crazy about headstones from Hov and cocaine and champagne talk from Hov and Forbes list of things he said before. It was Jay's first time talking Forbes talk from Hov. Then when he said F it and took the dope public, I like that. Judging how you judge and say we going corporate. Nah, we just corner boys with the corner office. I like that. We corner boys from the corner office. I like that. Jay talking about, Fenty, like Fenitol. This shit is all legitimate. Jay doing a lot of weed talk. He going Zaza and all that. Hov is real nigga's dream. My only goal to make a real nigga feel seen. Sometimes I make a fake nigga hate life. Never my intention or consequences of my way life. I like that. And I see Young Guru on Instagram talking about Emery and, to get it out the mud talk. I like how he broke that down. To get out the mud line, get it out the, breaking down the facial, the mud, and can't make up his head, and you know what I mean? How men come with makeup, and not only females come with makeup, men come with makeup also. How he's breaking it all down. I like it. The double entendre, I like how he's talking all that. Charlemagne, but then we go to Charlemagne. He on show talking about we have to start breaking down how Jay-Z put his mans in them, and, Tata and this Emery and this person in position and everything like that. Fam, I think we've always saluted dudes in hip-hop for putting a mans in position. Did we not salute Rick Ross for grabbing grabbing Meek Mill out of Philadelphia? Did we not salute Dre and Eminem for grabbing 50 from Southside Jamaica, Queens? We've always saluted cats for doing that. Nas getting Jungle and them out the hood. Prodigy and them giving Noy, showing Noy. Like, we've always saluted dudes putting their mans on. Jeezy was slick pulling them and blood rawing them dudes. So this for Charlamagne to say we gotta start saluting Jay-Z. I'm not saying you can't salute him, but why does Hov only get saluted for that? That's my question. I love Hov, but why are we only saluting Hov for that? Shouldn't we salute how the hands at time of hip hop, how people put each other on? Isn't you can salute Nori and EFN? They got the drink champs. They put their whole squad over there. Joe Budden got his team of Ish and Ice in them and Parks in them. Everybody got like. I understand it's the messenger and who it's coming from, but it just sounds weird to me. And I love Jay, but it's a little weird. You know what I mean? We gotta salute Jay for his mans in them. I'm not mad at that for saluting a black man putting his mans on and then building an empire. That's not my point. It's the way Charlamagne made it sound like we have to start doing that. I think people been doing that. I think if we all watch Jay-Z for years and see Tata next to him for years and Bleak and then putting on the Young Gunners and putting all the Philly dudes on, I think we saluted Jay for that, did we not? When he said on the Blueprint, when the Twin Towers fell, I was the first in line. Like, do y'all listen to music or skim through it? We salute Jay for everything he's done through his whole career. It's just weird to me that Charlamagne is sitting there like on some like he's been Boomerang when Eddie Murphy had the covers over him when Shorty left him. He's like this, talking about Hov. It's weird, bro. What's that about? Bernard, like, he was wilding. And it was Envy talking about Jay-Z, the greatest. Oh my God. That verse, it make me say, I didn't have to, Jay-Z was great before that verse. But all I'm saying is I like the verse. I never once said that the verse was whack. I'm just saying it's a little bit overhyped to me. Dudes are already going into verse of the year talk. Give me the ball and a line that guy. I'll give it to you in a minute. I got it written down. I'm not coming with the blinders on. Young Guru was talking about Jay rhyming on 3 different levels. He'll rhyme on a common level, then entendre level, and then personal level. And we, everyone has personal stuff in their bars though. And we'll never know who Juan's street name is. And Okay, I didn't know Havoc's brother Killer Black on Temperatures Rising, even though I felt like I did. I didn't know Cameron's cousin Bloodshed, but I felt like I knew Bloodshed the way Cam always talk about Bloodshed. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, Google breaking down Emery's and what they doing with Monogram and when do we care about, I'm gonna say this respectfully. As a person that likes the rapper, when did we start caring about the street dudes that was running with you? Yeah, but you bring them in the bars and stuff like that. Tail give us tails. 50 gave us Ghetto Quran and everything like that. And he mentioned all the street dudes he ran with, the street dudes in the hood. I get all that, dog. I felt that, how that was placed. But am I gonna give Jay mad points for a verse because he's gonna let us know who Emery's Juan's street name is? Like, and here's my question, because I ain't a lot of people saying, oh, Jay-Z didn't tell one line. Give me one line that Hov said 3. Give me one line that Hov lied about. Dog, I never said Hov lied. Y'all just be reaching with stuff. I never said he lied. But let me get into the lie conversation. So because your verse paints a picture of stuff you did when you was outside moving and shaking and being on these streets, driving and through tolls and living that life, right? Does that mean that your verse automatically is fire? Ghostface Killah, who was one of my favorite rappers, lived a life of fabrication in his lines and his music. He had a song called The Forest, where he was very creative. His verse on Impossible, Jamie, like blood on my wallet, like ketchup, like blood on his wallet, like that's. I don't go into it because you were real and you might have done some beating up dudes on the street, or you were selling them packs in the street and driving through Virginia and the boys behind you and everything like that. You know, that doesn't mean you're a great rapper or a great MC because you lived a life. I just don't subscribe to that. I just don't subscribe to that, bro. You know? Jay-Z said, we pushing Fenty like fentanyl. This shit is all legitimate. He was down for 10 for this. We just got his 10 back, then went back like where the interest is. He spoke about cats not going to the Bahamas and everything like that. Y'all didn't go to Bahamas. Well, Jay, I've been to the Bahamas, my guy. I've been to Freeport. I've been to Nassau. I've been to Beneby. Well, mother flip, man. Yeah, mother flip. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, I've been to the Bahamas, man. You know what I mean? Jay said, if those are drug lords, then who are we then? And I know people go crazy because they know Jay street life, so, you know. Jay talks about, you know, the back and forth on the turnpike, you know, really took a toll on them, you know, sick, you know, get it, toll on them, turnpike, toll on them, took a toll on them, toll dropped it, whatever, man, whatever. All right, the double entendre, yeah, guru, we know. Double entendre, young guru, yeah. We get that, young guru. We get double entendres, brother. We all get that, brother. You know what I mean? We get that, you know? Jay-Z said, for those who make the laws, I'm going to always have some more for them. I got lawyers like shooters working pro bono for him as a favor because I throw them mills. I like, got mills you can throw, you know? See, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm contemplating when it comes to rapping, not success. Rapping wise, I like millionaire Jay-Z more than billionaire Jay-Z. Just in terms of rapping. Everyone's like, y'all can't, like Jay always talk about trap talk. That's why he probably gravitated to Griselda and all that. You know what I'm saying? Jay's talking about some of his mans that, you know, that we don't know and everything like that. We've heard about Emma. We've heard about Juan. We've heard about Jay talking about him and Biggs brother, you know, Biggs brother, Hoff and all that, you know. They said they don't know me internationally. Niggas on the road did. I see a lot of Hoving gigs. Me and Meek could never beef. I freed that nigga from a whole bid. Hov did. Next time we had a discussion who the GOAT. You donkeys know how it is. I like that. I like that line right there. I like that. The Meek line, free Meek and everything like that. I like that. Yeah, that's real talk. I don't know, would y'all be going crazy if Rick Ross said, I freed Meek, I got Meek Mill out of the slums of Philadelphia? Would that be an uproar? You know what I'm saying? So overall, I think this song is aight. It's a 3.5 mic song to me, close teetering 4, but I don't think Hov got verse of the year. I think I'm not gonna go in that bag. And I still think J. Cole's verse on John P. Caddy, on Benny the Butcher is a better verse than Jay-Z. I do. I just think it's a better verse. I like that verse more. When I'm hearing that verse from J. Cole, I was doing, I was up mesmerized. I was like, wow, some of the stuff Cole was saying on there. You dig what I'm saying? I felt he had more rhyme quotables. You know, and before y'all go into we can't relate to Jay-Z talk, if you want to go in your goods to battle rapper bag where he has billions and we don't, a lot of y'all don't. Some of y'all like it. I've always liked Hov. Hov's always talk about money and everything like that. Dead President's his first single off, one of his first singles off Reasonable Doubt. Come on, Jay's Money Cash shows. Jay's always talked about money. So we're not gonna go into this bag about, oh, we don't like what Hov going. Some of y'all might go into that bag. Jay's always talking about being braggadocious rhymes. I've never had a problem with Jay-Z's braggadocious bars. His dry sense of humor, his wittiness. That's the whole I rocks with. Yes, I don't have my Jay-Z pom-poms, my whole uniform for this verse like that. It's solid. It's solid. I don't think it's a better verse than J. Cole's John P's Caddy. You know what I'm saying? And we have more narratives here. Someone said on the Shade Room that this is a spiritual experience. You can feel Jay-Z ascending to new heights as the verse goes on. This could be Hov's best verse ever. That's crazy, bruh. What does Stove God say? The Evil's verse, the Evil's verse 2 and the Evils. Like, what are we talking about? Don't make no sense, bro. The sense. I'm sorry, bro. This is not the greatest Jay-Z verse to me, man. It's not even top 40 for me, man. This song is alright to me. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real. It's alright. I don't think it's that crazy like everybody make it out to see though. But hey, leave comments in the bottom, man. Come on.